Hey folks, Jax here, and today we're doing the evacuation. So let's look at the upgrades we get this time. What upgrades am I gonna get? More efficient healing, and that looks like the only one. Good choice. Efficient healing's always good. It's always efficient. So, evacuation on brutal. May not be surprising, but it's another pretty easy mission. All you need to do is build up a pretty decent sized bio ball and follow that truck around. Yep. That's all you need to do. You get firebats in this mission. Not a huge fan of firebats, they're really situational, but in this particular mission there's a lot of close range ground units, so the AoE attack actually does come in useful. But yep, we got the firebats, we got the medics, and we're moving forward. The extra resources in this are pretty useful, so make sure you pick up as many as possible. Yep. Moving forward, getting the gas. Going forward, eventually. There we go. So we've taken control of the base now. Starting to build, it looked like a marauder first. And some SCVs. So you're gonna set things off like a normal mission. Yeah, there's a marauder. Got another one coming out after that. Marauders are good too, so feel free to build marauders. Some roaches and hydras in the mission, so they do come in handy. But yep. Got some more force there, which may be enough to actually deal with the first guys. Again, this is just another very macro-orientated mission. You don't even need to worry about defense at home because nothing actually attacks your base. All you need to do is worry about defending that truck. You come across two bunkers, just salvage them straight away. It's easy enough just to keep your force through the truck. You don't need to defend these vital points that they put bunkers at. So, yep. Let's keep on moving forward. Kill the zerg that comes. Always prioritize protecting the truck. If there's something you need to pick up, like minerals and stuff, you can do that on the way back. Because, as I said, they don't attack your base. Basically, there's no threat except for when you're escorting the truck. Alright, so truck gets up there, pick up the minerals, head back, make sure you get the minerals, and make sure you keep producing. I think I end up with about 3 barracks all up. You'll also notice we've got a merc compound. War pigs are fantastic marines, so get them at every 5 minutes if you remember, and try to remember because they're worth it. Later on in the campaign you'll get access to some more mercs, which are extremely useful. The first one that springs to mind is the siege breakers, which is the siege tanks mercs, which are just insane. They do so much damage and have so much range that you'll be calling them down in each and every mission. The banshees and vikings are also very useful. The Hells Angels and I can't remember what the other one is. Devil comes to mind, but that's probably because the firebats are called devil dogs. Anyway, banshees and vikings are also good. But yep, so we've got a slightly bigger force now and rallying to one of the marauders in the bunch, and we're just protecting that truck. Gotta pay careful attention to you guys because they do get hung up on single enemies at the back of the pack. So if you are moving a lot, which I do at least in one point in this mission, what will happen is the enemies at the front will get to your truck and destroy it. So you get to just pay close attention if there's like one zergling at the back who's holding up 5 guys, just normal move them, don't bother moving them back to the truck. In any case, I'm now collecting some more resources and I'm going to head back to my base. Because of the lack of enemy threat on your base in this mission, you could probably get all the research. I didn't try for the third one, but I'm pretty sure that if I had gotten it, I wouldn't have had a problem. But yep, I've got my 3 racks. I'm actually getting a 4th rack, so there you go. It's just like all the other brutal missions so far though. I've only got 7 mineral patches and 1 gas, so I've been gypped. But I'm still going to get 4 racks anyway. So we're following the old truck down the road. From memory, no, this isn't the one where the drop pods come in yet. On the wave after this, drop pods come, and then the wave after that is the Nidus worms. See, this is what I'm talking about. I was stuck with like little zerglings at the back, so the truck crashed. Fortunately, only 1 or 2 colonists die, which means I don't need to do a 6th wave. But it's really annoying, especially considering you can get the achievement for no trucks dying. So just pay careful attention to your force and make sure they're not hanging back where they don't need to be. But anyway, we carry on with the mission, which is proving exceedingly easy at this point. I've got my fully saturated patches, so I'm not building anything there. I'm taking up with the engineering bay. Pretty sure I've forgotten the Merc compound altogether, which is a waste. Basically, the Merc compound comes with war pigs, which are the 4 marines. It's 250 minerals, 4 food, so it's basically 50 minerals extra than what you'd be paying normal for like a life and damage increase, so it's certainly worth it. Not to mention that you don't need to wait for them to build, it's instant. So it's kind of like warping in with Protoss. Alright, so this is where our jobs come in. So you've got to pay attention to where the jobs are coming from, so that the truck doesn't get caught unawares. But yep, just protect the truck like normal. One tactic for missions where you've got to be really careful with a move is just to move and stop with S, and that you'll basically auto attack if you do that to something nearby, but the benefit is that you won't get stuck on things that you don't want to be attacking, which is just very useful, especially if it's like 1 unit or something. But anyway, that's 4 waves down, there's 1 wave to go after this. I've gotten some more minerals and stuff, and then we're going to head back to the base. I should point out that for the missions up to this point, there's been no sound. I was having a problem with my fraps where it wasn't recording sound, but I believe I've sorted that out now, so from other missions onward, there should actually be game sound, which isn't a huge deal. I mean, you don't need to hear the game to know how the guide's working, but could still help. In any case, that is a huge bio ball. There is no way the Zerg is getting through that. Of course, a smarter Zerg would get banelings, but this is not a smarter Zerg. They do not have enough banelings. There's a couple there. Possibly should have gone and shut off the Nidus worms, but you just need to protect the truck. No matter how many Zerglings they send out, you're going to be fine. I'm rallying to my mobile force, so those medics are getting owned, but and as you notice, I re-rally at that point, just in case this isn't the last, but this is the last. And this is, again, the problem with hanging back. My medics are all hanging back with 1 marine, or 1 marauder, destroying a Nidus worm. But it doesn't matter, because the truck made it to safety, and that should be the mission complete. There we go. Mission complete. Do easy. I'll catch you guys next time for the next mission.